All right, the transformations that are covered on this slide are your horizontal and vertical stretches and compressions. This slide, I think I would just, for right now, just kind of take it all in, listen to what I have to say, and then I think you'll probably get it after we're done here. I want to start kind of on the goofy side. I want to start with the vertical. Vertical just tends to be the easier thing for students to understand. What happens on the vertical axis? So that's your y coordinates. So whenever you see vertical, think the y values. So if I have an ordered pair 0, 4, and I want to pull it away from the x-axis, and I want to multiply it by 2, I am stretching it. So let's say here's my original blue, and I want to stretch it, make it taller. I'm multiplying it by 2. I'm multiplying everything by 2. So now it's going to make it twice as big. It's going to be up here at, instead of 0, 4, it's going to be at 0, 8. So it's stretching it. All right, coming down to compression. This bottom box here. Again, you're changing your y coordinate. When you have a compression on the y-axis, these are always going to be little fractions or decimals. Most of the time it's a fraction, some number between a little greater than 0 and less than 1. So again, you have this blue original graph, and you're going to compress it. It's going to shrink down, compressing it. So that number would then be at 0, 1/2 times 4 is 0, 2. So here would be your new point, 0, 2, and your new graph. It's pushing it towards the x-axis. All right, let's go to the left-hand side of this chart. Now we're going to be horizontal. So you got to think you're changing all the x values, x changes. So the number we're going to change, if we're stretching away from the x-axis, if we have our original point 4, 0, and we want to multiply it by 2, so this means, again, it's a number greater than 1, your new order pair is going to be 8, 0. So this was your original. 4, 0. And now when you stretch it, we're multiplying it by 2. It's stretching it. Now it'll be at 8, 0. Compression. Heading down here. Here's your original. And you're pulling it towards the y-axis. These numbers are going to be fractions again. A number between 0 and 1, so you multiply it by b. So 1/2 times 4 is 2, 0. So your new point, should have done that in red here, is going to be 2, 0. It'll be inside. All right, let's do an example here. I'd say you probably don't need to write any of this. Well, maybe you probably should write this one example down. So here's your original function. Kind of goes straight, curves, and then goes around. And we have our original order pairs right here. Here's our original. So we've identified some points. -1, 3, 0, 0, 2, 2, and 4, 2. So I've highlighted those points on my graph. And what we want to do is apply a transformation, horizontal compression. So what we're going to do is we're going to horizontal, that's your x, compression, we're going to multiply all those x values, this entire set of values, by 1/2. So 1/2 times -1 is -1/2. 1/2 times 0 is 0. 1 and 2. So your new order pairs will look like this. -1/2, 3. 0, 0. 1, 2, and 2, 2. And that's what you're going to get here in the red.